I never have and I never will. There never was an NBA player. There never was a rapper, an actor, a philanthropist, a current social media content creator, a social media influencer, whatever it is. I never said, oh, I look up to this person, I admire this. Never. Only God, always God. God is the one who wakes me up to see a new day, who allows me to go to sleep and get good rest. God is the one who answers all prayers. God is the reason why I'm still here today, man. All the trials and tribulations I've been through, God got me out of them. Never was a friend and never was a family member or nothing like that. And the help that I did get mainly came from women. So as far as man, I never look up to man. Man is so imperfect. Man is such of a manipulator nowadays. Man is so inconsistent. Man does not accept accountability. No, I could never. I could never, man. Man is too flawed. Man is too damn flawed. I don't care how much money he has. I don't care how much education he has. I don't care how much women he's been with. I don't care how much life experience he has, how many countries he's traveled to, how many different states he's lived. I do not care. Man is flawed. I wouldn't even want anybody to look up to me or admire me. Appreciate the content I put out if it's relatable. I mean, relatable. And I mean, if you get any advice from me, you know, I that's what I do that for. That means a lot to me if you accept the advice. If I helped you with somewhat, but never. I don't want anybody to look up to me. I don't care if you're younger than me, same age. Don't look up to me. Don't admire me. At the end of the day, you are your own man, and you are your own man, and you fulfill your own purpose through God. God is the reason why we are all here. So the fact that men look up to other men, it just disgusts me. It makes me sick to my stomach, man. Again, especially when I said men are flawed. And a lot of men present what they choose to present to the forefront of social media, the world, the community, but behind closed doors and certain deals they're doing, certain handshakes with certain people, man, they are extremely evil and they are extremely inconsistent and they're a lot of hypocrites. Man is a big hypocrite. A lot of men are hypocrites, man. A lot are. A lot of men who you consider philanthropists and you consider inspirational, man, they are extremely hypocrites, man. They do one thing one week, the next month they're doing something different. Then they're back saying, oh, it was a mistake, I apologize, I'm back to it. Come on, man. But you want to look up to people? You know, one example is like a Charleston White, man. I got to bring him up because I know a lot of people look up to him, man. That dude is a clown. He's a clown. He does not care about himself. How can he care about his people? He always talking about he care about the black race and all this stuff, but you don't even care about yourself. You don't even respect yourself, man. Look how you dress. Look how you talk. Look how you walk. Look how you make jokes about sexual assaulting women, man. Like that's funny. You got charged with hurting animals, man. Animal cruelty. We seen when you used to have dreads when you got arrested, man. How you talk about you don't like black people, but you respect cops, man. That dude is a loser. But a lot of people will look up to him just because he says real stuff. Listen, just because a person says some good stuff, whether it's more good than bad, doesn't mean that there's somebody to look up to, man. At the end of the day, man will disappoint you. The person you consider a great inspiration, you know, a great motivator, motivational speaker, pastor, preacher, whatever they are, they will do something that's going to disappoint you. But God will never disappoint you, man. If you don't take anything from this video, take that. God will never disappoint. And I can't stand when people blame God when things go wrong and they say, I don't believe in God because children are getting hurt, because people get murdered, innocent good people are being taken out of this earth. You can't blame God for that stuff, man. You cannot. And you have to realize and think about this. If the person that got taken up out of here, if they believe in God, you know what I'm saying? If they accept him as their Lord and Savior, when they go, man, this is just, your body is just, it's just a physical, just physical, man. Your soul leaves your body, and where your soul goes after it leaves your body, that's what really matters. Is your soul gonna go up to God, or is it gonna go down with the devil? That's what really matters. So don't be sad. Don't be sad. Don't be depressed. Don't curse God. Don't question God. When God takes somebody out of here that was a God-fearing person, that was a God-worshiping person, that was a God-respecting person, a God-loving person, because they're going to be with their Maker. They're going to be with Him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm in a rush to get up out of here. I don't love my life. I want to die. I want to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I love life. Life is what you make of it, man. But at the same time, I know if I was to go and when I go, where I want to be. I want to be with God, man. I want to be with Jesus' Father. I don't want to be with the devil. Eternal pain, man. Eternal pain, eternal suffering. Reaping what I sow, laying in the bed that I made, man. I can't be doing that in the afterlife. A lot of people lay in the bed they made in this life. When people tell you, you made your bed, so lay in it. You get locked up for a crime, or, you know what I'm saying, or karma comes back around. You know, now you reaping what you sow. That's totally different than eternal suffering or eternal pleasant, living the eternal pleasant life, eternal fruitfulness, grateful life, being with God, with Jesus. Apologize if I was using the right words there. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You got a lot of content creators. Content creators are the new rappers. They're the new stars, the new celebrities. They're the new celebrities now, man. A lot of people are realizing that rappers aren't really as rich as they say they are. And they're doing it to themselves. Unfortunately, the labels are pushing them to do this because music isn't selling the way it was. But rappers are telling on themselves without telling on themselves. And how they're doing that is they keep showing up on these streamer platforms, man. When you see these rappers showing up to hang out with a Kai Cenat, what do you, like when Offset, Cardi B, Tyla, what was that female? I think a female singer. There's probably tons of people I'm forgetting that actually showed up on Kai Cenat stream and showed up on an Aiden Raw stream. Even Donald Trump showed up on an Aiden Raw stream. And you people still don't get it. You people still don't get that these people are control opposition. What in the world would Donald Trump be doing on an Aiden Raw stream? What in the world will Offset be doing on a Kai Cenat stream? You are a grown man. You are a grown man hanging out with little freaking 20-year-olds and 18-year-olds. No grown man should be hanging around younger men around their 20s unless they're giving them game. Offset was not giving Kai Cenat game. Donald Trump was not giving Aiden Ross game. From what I heard, Donald Trump was only there because Donald Trump's son liked Aiden Ross. So why did his son go there? Why do you got to be there just because his son is a fan of him? Because he has millions of followers and Donald Trump wants to vote? But Donald Trump was just at McDonald's serving fries, man. Serving up fries. Check out my short, man. Well, actually, it's not on this channel, so you can't put it on this channel. But I did a short talking about the ingredients, man. The only real ingredient that the fries start with is being made from potatoes. But once they drop it in those bad oils, that vegetable oil, canola oil, and then they're adding beef flavor. Did you know they add beef flavor to the French fries? If you didn't know, now you know. So if you're a vegetarian and you love McDonald's fries, just know you're eating beef flavor. Isn't that messed up? Do they even tell people this stuff, man? They're not even telling people this stuff. Crazy, man. Crazy. But a lot of people are going to look up to Donald Trump, even though he's at McDonald's serving up fries. Yeah, I probably eat McDonald's fries too. Or eat whatever from McDonald's, man. Put anything into your bodies. Donald Trump, man. People are down in Kamala Harris and up in Donald Trump. I don't care about voting. I'm not voting for either one of them. My faith is always in God. But it's just crazy, man. People want to look up to Donald Trump. There is a Trump store in my state. I live in a blue state. Connecticut is a blue state, man, Democratic state. But they just put up a Trump store not too long ago, not in a busy area, a busy town of Milford, pretty much. If that's not idol worshiping, if that's not looking up to me, I don't know what is. That's crazy, bro. In all my years of living in Connecticut, man, I've never seen them come up with a store for a president. For a past president that wants to be the future president. I've never seen that, bro. This is crazy. This is how you know we're living in the last days. This literally proves, amongst everything else we're going on, that's been going on for years. See, a lot of the stuff you see on social media, it's been going on. It's just that everybody has phones now and everybody's recording stuff and putting it out there. But never, ever have we seen a store created for a president, for somebody who wants to be president. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. A lot of people look up to him. Man, I be seeing a lot of old people come into my job with the Trump hats on, the Trump shirts on. Grown old men looking up to another old man. That is sad. That is sick. That is sick. You really have people that are the same age as other men and they look up to him. Put on his pants the same way you do, his socks, his shoes the same way you do, his tie the same way you would. But you look up to him. I'm going to tell you this right now, man. Any man that looks up to another man does not believe in Jesus Christ, does not believe in God, man. Any man that looks up to another man is what Kamala said at that rally. You're at the wrong rally if you say Jesus is Lord. That's the type of man you are. That's the type of man you are. You want to root for Trump. You want to go out and vote for Trump, man. You don't believe in God, man. Because that's who you're supposed to put your faith in. You know what this country could do as a whole if they say, you know what, we're not voting, period. We're not happy with either one of these candidates. We're tired of politics. We're tired of the government. We're not voting at all. You know what that would do, man? When people come together, and I'm just talking about black people, Spanish, but I'm talking about as a whole, people as a whole. When people come together, man, extremely powerful. You could really see some real serious change. You really could, you know? And like I said, back to the streamers, man, the new celebrities, they are not using their platform to talk about this stuff, man. I remember seeing the clip when Kai Cenat talk about how Kamala Harris reached out to him to, she wanted to come up on his platform. Instead of him saying, I don't believe in voting at all, this man just pretty much said, oh, I don't know about her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know, you know. How about you actually do your research then? Look into politics. You have a huge influence. How about Aiden Ross say, listen, I don't think you should vote for Trump or Kamala. No, he'd rather bring Trump onto his platform. How about all the other content creators on YouTube that have millions of followers? None of them are telling you not to vote at all. The only ones probably telling you not to vote are the Christian channels. There's a few Christian channels that have millions of subs and more. But other than that, people aren't telling you this stuff, man. You got a clown goofy like Anton Daniels. I can't stand him, man. I really can't. He knows better. But this man's going to say, oh, I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Trump. Even though Trump said, I'm not a Christian, but I need the Christians to go out and vote. This man, Anton Daniels, literally condemned Kamala Harris for saying you're at the wrong rally to the guy who said Jesus is Lord, but he said he's going to vote for Trump, who is not a Christian, but needs a Christian vote. Who was at McDonald's serving up fries cooked in horrible oils and a natural beef flavor. I'm pretty sure you people have gotten my point by now, man. Stop looking up to man. Look up to God. He's the only one you need. He's the only one you need. He has always been there for you. He always will be there for you. If you have a great family, you have a great living situation, you have people who love and care about you, that's because God placed those people in your life. Unfortunately, I didn't have that. I didn't grow up with that. So instead of me, you know what I'm saying, deciding to give my whole life to the streets or giving my whole life to prison, I decided to give it to God, man. It was the best decision I ever made. When I was in a situation where I had all those guns pointed at me with those blue bandanas wrapped around them, God kept me alive, man. 4 or 5 guns around me and my 2 cousins, man. If not all of those guns were loaded, at least one of them were loaded. And both of my cousins were flagging. They both had their red bandanas hanging out their back pocket. And those dudes said, we're not going to shoot y'all. We're not going to shoot y'all. Even though they were Crips. And what I'm talking about, this is back in like 2012, man. We're talking about 2011, 2012. When the gang violence was super heavy, when there was no Bloods and Crips coming together. And they said, we're not going to shoot y'all, man. With the blue bandanas around the Smith & Wessons, around the barrel. We're not going to shoot y'all. I know I keep repeating myself, but y'all really got to understand this, man. That was God. That was God, man. It was like 5 of those dudes. Most of them had guns, and there was a couple of dudes that didn't have guns. You mean to tell me out of all of those dudes, one of them just say, nah, pop them niggas? There's always one. There's always one that wants to see somebody shot, that wants to see somebody killed. There's always one that's more violent out of all of them. And now one of those dudes said, go ahead and shoot these niggas. Nah, fuck that. Shoot these niggas. They Bloods. They flagging in our hood. That was God, man. That was God. I put my faith in God, man. My cousins didn't stop it. They didn't do anything. They didn't say, no. They just stood there and put their hands up and let the dudes do what it do. So I'm going to put my faith in man. No police officer didn't come and save me and stop those dudes. You know, when a police officer came, we saw a cop car come by 10 minutes after they left. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace and love.